Hello, Chris from My Stamp Lady. I'm here today to show you how to make this adorable gift bow with the envelope punch board. With this particular bow, I started with a 1¼ inch wide piece of cardstock or paper to make this bow. You can change it. You can see here I started with a 1½ inch wide piece of paper. I wasn't as crazy about that one. And this is one I have made with a 1 inch wide piece of paper. So you can see the different widths and what they would look like when you change up the width. So for this bow that I'm going to walk you through, I have 1 inch wide pieces of paper. And this first one, to make the bow part, it's 1 inches by 7 inches. And you want to start by punching the center. So 7 inches wide, the center is 3½ inches. So I've lined up the left side with 3½ inches, and I'm going to punch. And then I rotate it completely around and do the same thing again. Line it up with 3½ inches and punch and get that center notched. Now I need to do the ends, and doing the ends I made a little mark on my punch board to show about the center of my punch. So let's do both ends on both sides of both ends and flip it over and do the other one. Okay, so when you do this, you also notice then that your center notch should be also at about 3½ inches. So let's flip it over, let's do the other side, and both sides again of the other side, lining it up in the center. Now I'm going to take in my tails piece, and you will need to find the center of the tails, the center of the edge. So right there I made a little mark where my center is on the edge, and I'm going to line that up with that little mark that I have on my envelope punch board, and then do that to both ends. This just makes a little decorative tail for both ends. I see that my line probably isn't quite in the center, but I guess I'm going to live with it. You can measure it better if you're more interested. So then I'm pulling back in my bow piece, the 1 by 7 inch piece, and a bone folder, and I'm just curling that paper just so that it'll make a nice loop for my bows. So just help it out, give it a start with curling it up. With mini glue dots, let's place down the center of the bow. So I just put one on each end, and then got to find that mini glue dot, there it is, and meet those up in the center. Just like that. And then we'll go and put it down on our tail piece. Now when I pick up my tail piece here, I notice that I forgot, see I'm putting my mini glue dot to glue this down, but I forgot to do my centers on my tail piece. So I have to pull back in my punch board, and we're doing it right in the center, lining it up at 2 inches because this is a 1 by 4 inch piece, and getting little notches in the center. And now it will line up with the center of my bow piece. And I already have the mini glue dot on there, so let's just place that down. And isn't that an adorable bow? I kind of like the 1 inch wide better than the 1¼ but you can play with that. So now I have about between 1/4 and 3/8 inch piece of cardstock or matching paper to just kind of cover up that center. And there I just wrapped it around, tore off my excess, and I'm going to put a mini glue dot to hold that down. And that's all I did to make these really cute punch bows. I make my tail piece about 1 inch longer than my finished bow piece, and that's about the right length that you can get for those bows. Here are the 3 sized bows that I've made, and if you go over to my blog, mystamplady.com, I have more directions for those. I added this bow to a little bag that I made with the gift bag punch board, and added just a little banner that's decorated for a birthday in the front, and put the bow on the top. If you have any questions about what I've done, don't hesitate to contact me, Chris at mystamplady.com, and all of these supplies are available in my online store at shopwithmystamplady.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Hello, Chris from My Stamp Lady, and I'm here today to share with you the Balloon Celebration Bundle. It comes with this fun stamp set and then a punch to punch out the larger balloon and the smaller balloon. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks while I put a card together today. I'm starting with a card base. My fabulous thick white cardstock is the base. I cut that in half and folded it in half to make my base. I love the weight of this cardstock. And then a piece